work out over there?
Yes, pretty soon we're going to be starting library training for those who are having a difficult time with the virtual. We'll be starting that, and that won't be probably till in August
Oh, okay, okay.
when we begin that.
Very
Where you
good.
actually meet face to face with individuals who are there to help you with any questions, any concerns, and they can help you right on the spot.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah,
Yes,
we do
it
that.
does.
We'll start that in August.
They
Okay.
sent me a new library card.
Oh, wonderful,
Yeah, we got a new one also.
wonderful. Okay, I want to speak with those that are showing their name as iPads. If your screen name is showing as iPad, Zoom don't know who you are.
I'm not iPad, but can I ask a question?
Go ahead, Diane.
I just went to Canopy to look at a movie,
Mhm.
and I can't get what it is. It says cellular data is off. Do I need cellular data on?
Well, okay, so what we need, okay, so there are two ways to access the internet. There's Wi-Fi and there's cellular. And it all depends on which one is on in settings as we speak. Right now, you're using one of them because the fact that you can go be on Zoom says that you have access to the internet. So what we need to figure out is for you to go to settings. You know how to go to settings, don't you?
Yes.
Touch the gray icon, go in there, and then type in there. When you get in there, look to see what you're using. Do you have your green? For you to be using cellular, the green button must be showing. So go and look for that.
Okay.
So type in the word cellular in the search bar. It'll show up, and then look to the right to see if that button is showing green. If it's showing green, it's on. If it's showing gray, you need to tap it for it to become green.
All right.
Got it?
Yes, I got it. I just wanted, I'm nosy, so I want to hear all the conversations that's going on.
That's okay. Hi, Denise. Your hand is up, Denise.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm
Bruce
talking.
Williams.
Okay, hold on a moment. Let me speak with no, you see, we have a system here where you have to put your hand up, and then when I see your hand up, I then attend to you, and I do it sequentially. I can't just jump around. So I'm going to attend to Denise first, and then when I'm through with Denise, I'll get to you. Hi, Denise. What can I do for you? Denise, go ahead, unmute. Unmute, Denise. No, we're talking to Denise Webb. Denise Webb, your hand is up. Unmute and speak. Unmute and speak, Denise. While I'm waiting on Denise to figure that out, Dorothea, your hand is up. Go ahead. What's up, Dorothea?
Yes, do you see my background?
Yes, wonderful. That's the, what's that bridge in California called? It's the Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay, I thought I was supposed to see it as I speak to you.
Well, I'm seeing it. So that means, are you seeing yourself? Are you seeing your?
I'm seeing myself down in the right-hand corner.
But you're seeing yourself with your green top on, right?
Yes.
That means, and if you, at the back of that is your background image of the Golden Gate. I can see it.
But is it supposed to be a full screen?
No. Just as it's showing is how it should be. So it's working fine, if that's what you're concerned about.
Okay, not a full screen.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Denise, are you finished? Did you figure out how to unmute? Unmute, Denise. You're still muted. Tap the microphone. Tap the microphone icon.
No.
Okay, I got it.
Go ahead, Denise.
I got it unmuted. I can hear now.
All right. How can I help you?
I couldn't hear it first.
So
I switched to Wi-Fi cellular on.
Okay, so you're doing well. You're okay.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right, now I'm going to go to the Zoom user. Hi, Zoom user. What's your name?
Bruce Williams.
Bruce Williams. Bruce, do you know how to change your name?
Bruce Williams?
Yeah, your name is showing a Zoom user. I'm going to change it today, but tomorrow when you come on and you'd
Okay.
like to get credit for the class, you've got to learn how to change your name so you can begin getting credit for attending the class. I'm going to go
Okay.
ahead and do it for today. Okay,
Okay.
Brittany?
Do you have me? Did you have me for Friday? Because I was
If
in the class.
if you showed up as Zoom user, I didn't.
Okay. I'm the one. It's supposed to be
Zoom
an
doesn't
S.
know your name unless you put
Okay.
your name in.
I got you. But it has an S at the end. Williams.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologize. I will correct that.
problem.
I will correct that. Let me put that S in there.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. So I think we're fine. Now, I'm going to introduce today's speaker. It's Lena Frumin, right?
Yeah.
Frumin, right.
Hi.
Lena is going to talk about all the wonderful things that are available for 60 plus in the District of Columbia. So open your ears, get your note, you write them down, whatever it is you're interested in. She's going to tell you all about it. She's going to do a much better job than it's as if I was doing it.
Let me go get my pencil and paper. Let me go get my pencil and paper.
Get your pencil and paper. Be ready to listen to Lena because she's going to tell you about all the wonderful things. And at the end, she's going to now hold all your questions so that at the end, she can answer them, okay? So give her your full attention by muting yourself. And that way she can focus, because it's difficult when you have background noise going and you're trying to present. It's a task. So let's make it really nice for Lena to make this presentation a wonderful one. So I'm going to go ahead and please mute yourself as I speak and turn the mic over to Lena.
Hi, everybody. How are you today?
How you doing?
Good. So before you mute yourself, Teresa, how many minutes do I have? Just so I have an idea.
You have a good hour.
Oh, a whole hour. Okay. I'm not sure I can use a whole hour, but I'll do.
But you have up and,
Okay, sure. Okay, great. How about, can you show me by writing in the chat where you live, what ward you live in DC? So I just have an idea of where people are located. I will say that I am in Ward 3.
Now, Lena, now these are new, these could be new, I call them candidates, students, whatever, and they're still learning how to do certain things. So they may not be able to use the chat.
Okay.
Some of them are still learning how to raise their hands. Some of them are still learning how to use the chat, and some don't know how.
Okay.
So be patient with those. If they can't, we'll
Sure.
just, let's put it this way. They come from all wards.
Yes. Okay.
We're dealing with all wards.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Lena, are you related to the winner in Ward 3?
I am. He might even pop in here asking me for something.
Yeah, my daughter lives in Ward 3.
Oh, great.
So I know that Matthew won.
Yes, he did. So far, so good.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. He's a very hard worker. And he will look forward to trying to, and one of the things he believes is that to make Ward 3 successful, all the wards in DC have to be successful. So, but I'm asking just more in terms of location, this is not a political event in any way, but just so I know where people live, have an idea. Is anybody familiar with Iona Senior Services? Iona is an organization that was started by a group of churches about 35 years ago. And originally it was housed in a small house. So it was called Iona House, but then it grew and got funding from the government and from other places, from private donors. And it grew and has a building that's on the corner of Albemarle Street and Wisconsin Avenue in Ward 3. And we offer a number of services, including adult day program for people with memory care issues. They've also recently opened a program in Ward 7 and 8 that has an adult day program, and In addition, there's nutrition programming, advocacy, and all kinds of other services, social work, care managers, a whole host of programming. And why don't I show you their website so you have an idea what that looks like. And then I can also talk about the program that I run. So I'm going to share my screen. And so this is Iona Senior Services. And this shows you a picture of the Washington Home Center in Southeast. And there's a blog, there's personal stories, there's information about Iona's history, leadership, photos, videos. Then there's services. This tells you about the helpline, which is a great resource for any issue you might have, a question you might have about how to get help. There's an adult day program, care management, nutrition, mental health, wellness and fitness, an active wellness program at St. Albans, which I also help with, an aging solo program. Since so many of us age alone, this is a program that helps people focus on how they can do it successfully. Around Town DC, which is a program that I run, and I'm going to talk about that more in depth. Alzheimer's disease and related dementia programming, LGBTQ programming, arts, and community and corporate services. And certainly you're welcome to peruse the website, and I will put the website in the chat. So everybody, if you have time later on, you can go there and take a look at it. But since there's not a designated brick and mortar senior wellness center in wards 2 and 3, Iona got money from the district a couple years ago to do some, to offer some other services. Most of you have a brick and mortar senior wellness center that's close to you, right? Can you, if you use it, can you raise your virtual hand or your real hand? And that would be interesting to know how many people participate in their, so that's great. So you go there for you go there for the lunch programming or the exercise or the arts programming, or does somebody want to unmute themselves and tell us what they like to participate in? What brings you to your senior wellness center? You can either unmute yourself or put it in a chat.
I like the exercise. I do
great.
the exercises there.
Oh, that's wonderful.
They have a wonderful exercise program there.
That's great.
At least 2 or 3 days a week.
Wonderful. Which one do you go to?
The one at 5 o'clock.
Nice.
And sometimes I used to go to the one at 1 o'clock. There's a service program at 1 o'clock as well.
Nice. And Yvonne, which one do you go to?
I go to, when I go, I have not been since the pandemic, but I'm a member of Hattie Homes on Kennedy Street.
Nice.
And we have a wonderful resource person, Julia Pruitt, who works with Iona. And the Club Memory program every Thursday.
Great.
And she shares different resources that are available to us. Do you know Julia?
Yes, I do. I love Julia.
Well, you tell her that Yvonne Irvin said hello.
Okay.
And
right.
Henry is her little baby.
Yes.
And she's a delightful person, but Club Memory comes from Sibley Hospital.
Yes.
And it's a wonderful program that I do on Zoom. All of my classes are done on Zoom, and I've not been out to enjoy the exercises in person that Hattie Homes offers.
Okay, well, that's good. That's interesting to know. Did you used to go to the Hattie Homes in person?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
For several years, I did computer classes, exercise classes, I did lunch, but I'm not able to do that right now. But they do have a full calendar that they send out every month.
Because I'm in.
Good to know. So, well,
Can you hear me?
yes, yeah.
Oh, I was just trying to get in my video. My name is Rita Wesley. And I'm just getting into it because it took me a couple minutes to get the sound system up.
Okay, well, we're glad that you're here. Did you go to a senior wellness center near you?
Yes, I did, but I haven't been since the pandemic because it's, I'm just I got respiratory problems and I got to be very careful.
Yeah, okay.
But I am with a UDC companionship program for 13 years.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, but we haven't been on campus because of the pandemic. So we're taking videos just like this one.
Oh, good.
And we've taken cooking class for like the last 3 years.
Nice. Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Okay.
Before you stop, can you identify your name again so I can change your name for you?
Rita, R-I-T-A, Wesley, W-E-S-L-E-Y.
Got it.
Thank you, Rita. Yeah.
And Lena, I'd like to say that University of the District of Columbia, right there in Ward 3, the main campus, has a wonderful program on Mondays. And the chef, Herb, his name is Chef Herb.
Yeah,
And he
that's
gives
the
us
chef.
wonderful tips. And I'd like for you to reach out, let him know that he's appreciated, and give him my name, Yvonne.
Okay, Yvonne. That's great to know.
Okay, Yvonne, can I say something to her? Thank you, Yvonne. This is Rita Wesley. I'm with Chef Herb too, for like the last going on 3 years.
Chef Herb, he's a delight. He gives us wonderful cooking tips.
Yes.
And how to eat more nutritionally and on a budget.
Great.
So I'd like for you to reach out to Chef Herb.
Okay, well, I might not do that, but I might tell you about the program we have. I do know Chef Herb. If I can remember his email address, I will reach out to him. But we did have him work with us, and we have, but we also have a cooking program. And I can certainly talk a little bit about the programs that the program at UDC BodyWise offers, which is
I'm in BodyWise as well. I do it at the Tacoma pool, but they have it in at Wilson High School as well.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad so many of you are participating in these programs. Juliet, did you have something you wanted to say? I see your hand is up.
Yes. Hi. Good afternoon. Yes, I'm Juliet Chris, and I do attend Bernie's Functional on Georgia Avenue.
Nice.
And we are open, and we just celebrated our anniversary on Wednesday, where we welcome new members to come in. So we're up and running. We have a full schedule. It's very organized through Mary Center. And if you just want to come on up and visit, you can do that. But we are open and engaged, and we're having an awesome time there.
That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. So that's great. So let me tell you a little. I'm glad that so many people are participating in person, and that people are feeling more comfortable about it now. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Around Town DC programming, and let you know how you can participate with us. So what happened was that we got funding from the Department of Aging and Community Living originally to let people know about the resources that were available in wards 2 and 3, and to offer some fitness and arts and socialization kind of programming in Northwest DC. So we had a number of programs, and then of course the pandemic happened, and then we went virtual very quickly. And now we've gotten back to offering also programs at libraries and community centers again. So I just want to show you around our website a little bit so that you can feel free to join us at our programs, and then maybe we can talk about how some of the other programs in DC also, like the Bernie Fentanyl and the other places. So first of all, let me share my screen. So this is Around Town DC. And you get to it by going to aroundtowndc.org. And in order to participate, we ask you to create an account so that we know, so we can send you reminder emails directly to your email. And so what you would do is you have to, well, why don't I show you that later? And then first of all, I'll just show you some of the things that we offer. So these are the upcoming events. We have virtual special events. We have virtual arts, music, performing arts classes. We have virtual fitness classes, and we have in-person events. So first, I'm just going to go through just briefly, the virtual special events. We have, and this is something that might interest some of you, is we have every week on Fridays from 5 to 6. Now I'm clicking on the blue link and it's going to open more information about that particular event. We have a wonderful librarian who's now working at the MLK library, who starts off by from 5 to 5:30. She talks about a different resource that the DC Public Library offers. So next week she's going to talk about North Star, and I don't even know what that is. July 15th, she'll talk about Peterson test and career preparation. July 22nd, reference solutions. July 29th, universal class. Earlier, she covered consumer reports, the Khan Academy and Brightstorm, archives of sexuality and gender, book flicks, entrepreneurial learning initiatives, free goal. She also talks about Libby, the library app. How many of you know about the library app, the free library app that they offer, which you can download books, either ebooks to read or books on, that read to you, and they have magazines, and they also have, I think somebody mentioned Canopy. They have thousands of resources that the library offers, which are wonderful. So V will go through many of these and explain how to use them. So, and then from 5:30 to 6, we dance, which is why it's called This Dance. So if you wanted to join something like this, right now I'm registered, so I can't join again, but there would be a place where it says register, and you could join this, and then early in the morning, you would get a link to join the class, so it would be easy for you to just pop in at 5 o'clock. So that's one of the, she also does something similar to that on Tuesdays at 11 that are called Technology Tuesday. And so those are, offers technology programming around like how to use Google Slides or the Google platform, or all kinds of different programs. And so that's a great hour-long session for people who want to learn about some of the more general technologies, not just the ones that are offered through the DC Public Library. We also have free legal aid to DC seniors on July 13th from 3 to 4. We have a number of book groups, and we have Courtney Tolbert does a great monthly music appreciation session. We have reading groups. We have on July 20th, somebody from the DC Public Library Center for Accessibility Services are going to talk about their services for people who are blind, low vision, deafblind, or print disabled. And then you can load more events and find other programs as well. These are sort of the one-of programs that we have. And then if you wanted to join some of our virtual arts, music, performing arts classes, we're going to have an art show. That might be something. Then we have Dominique Hughes teaches a great studio art classes on Tuesdays from 1 to 2:30. We have Chichi Lovett does a wonderful session each Wednesday from 12:30 to 1:30 about African-American artists. That's more of an art history class. We have a Spanish language class. We have a screenplay reading class that's fun. And then virtual fitness classes, we have from 1 to 2 on Tuesdays.
What?
Jerry has a class. maybe you can mute yourself, whoever's talking there, or maybe you can mute them, Teresa, thank you. Virtual yoga with Camille on Wednesdays from 10 to 11. So all you would do is press on the blue link and then there'll be a place for you to register. So these are all our virtual classes. And then if you we're interested in an in-person event, we have reopened our programming at St. Albans, which is a lunchtime program. And you can come from 10 to 11 for coffee and conversation. 11 to 12 every day, there's some kind of fitness programming. And then from 12 to 1, there's a free lunch. And 1 to 2-ish, roughly speaking, there's some kind of arts program in the afternoon. And additionally, we have programs at some of the other rec and centers in wards 2 and 3 and libraries. So Regine does a class at the Chevy Chase Community Center on Tuesdays at 1. There's a class, a yoga class on Wednesdays at the Tenley Friendship Neighborhood Library. And then there's classes at Satterley Hall, which is the St. Albans program. So these are also listed here. And if you wanted to join them, you just click on the blue link and then just add your name. So I'm going to go back to home. So that kind of gives you an idea. Now, if you wanted to join, what you, in order to create an account, you need to, let me just log out from this. I'll log out. It's kind of slow, which is irritating, but if you would create an account, create a free account here, and then you need to go through a variety of questions, your first name, your last name, street address, some basic demographic information that's pretty standard. And then you would create a username and password, and then you would use that to get into your account each time. It will also then send you a reminder each morning at 8:30, so you know what programs you were participating in. So I will put in and I'm gonna, if you keep yourself logged in, then you can be logged in all the time. And then these are the events that I've signed up for. And, so if you didn't get a link for some reason, you could just go directly to that spot by going to your account. And this is your account page, which shows what you're signed up for. So does anybody have any questions about that before I leave this page? You can, sort of hard for me to see the raised hands when you know what, I'm going to just stop sharing for a second.
What is that email address? aroundtowndc.com?
.org. So I will put that in the chat. Does everybody know how to use the chat? I think not everybody knows how to use the chat, but let me show you. So if you go to the bottom bar, at least there's a mute, stop video, security, participants, chat, share screen. That might not be with you, but there's the chat. So if you press the chat button, you should be able to see the chat box, and then you can add.
There's also what you could do, Lena, is just send me the link and I could send it on to those that.
Okay, Teresa, would you mind getting it from the chat and the Iona.org?
Yeah, you send it to me.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So if you don't find any, and then if you do, let me just go share my screen again. At the top here, there's also a join newsletter button. So if you do want to get our weekly newsletter, so you know what the upcoming events are, you can just press that and it will ask you to join, put in your first name, last name, and your email address, and then it wants this little code over here, so it knows you're not a bot. It knows you're a real person, and then we'll send you our weekly newsletter. So, and then you'll find out what some of the upcoming things we have. We do have a cooking program. We have a wonderful instructor She's different from Chef Herb, but she's also great. She usually presents on the fourth Wednesday of the month at 3 o'clock. And we also have an end of life planning program series that is on the third Thursday of each month at 3 o'clock, where we talk about, some issues around aging and how to plan so you have successful aging experience. Tawana, did you want to ask a question?
Yes. If when I log on to I was listening to everybody and the wellness places that they go to, because it's one on Alabama Avenue, but I haven't really checked it out. See, I have low vision, and it sounds so neat to all these little places that you can go to. I love that. So if I log on to that DC link, and will they find me where to go in Ward 7? Because that sounds nice. I'm ready to do that.
So you go to the Alabama Avenue.
It's one on Alabama Avenue.
Okay, so I'm going to go to DACL and the Department of Aging and Community Living and look for this. And the first link there, let me show you, is the Senior Wellness Centers. So it's DACL, let me just move the thing. DACL.dc.gov. And then the first link is Senior Wellness Centers. And here are all the list of all the Senior Wellness Centers. And many of them have their event calendars up so that you can see what services they're offering when.
Okay.
So then you can find them there. And then I don't know that they have the Hattie Hayes, the Hattie Homes, Model City, Hayes Senior Wellness Center, the Ward 7 program on Alabama Avenue, Congress Heights. Then you can also search for other services that you're interested in. And then if you're interested in the UDC program, which is called, somebody remind me what it's called again now. I'm having a little lapse.
Department of Aging.
No, yeah.
Was it Body Wise?
Yeah, Body Wise, right, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna search for UDC Body Wise. And
Yeah,
I think it comes, might need to fill out the
yeah.
Body Wise application. But it also, because they want some, or you can, let me just also go back. So here's some information about you could call one of these people who could help you with Body Wise. So I'm going to put that in the chat too.
That's cool.
Yeah. So everyone. And then I'm going to put my information here in the chat. And you can also send it to everybody if you would.
Okay, I have it.
Okay, right, of course. Okay. Let me stop sharing if I can find that. Yeah, stop share. And so what other questions can I? Oh, somebody's asking me if we have any recorded files on previous sessions. We tend not to record a lot because I think that people there's a lot of value in I don't know how many people look at recorded materials, and we want to protect people's privacy, and we want to have people be present. And it takes a lot of time to record things and download them and upload them, and we just have so much stuff that I haven't been doing that. So, but it's worth just coming to some of our programs and see how they are for you. Harold, do you have a question?
Yes, I'm in Ward 5. And I haven't heard you say anything about any programs in my district.
Okay, well, I think I did talk about, let's see.
You talk about 2 and 3, but
Okay,
you never
well,
said.
yeah, let me look at the DACL offerings and you can see if there's something that in the Ward 5 program is the Model City Senior Wellness Center, which is on Everett Street.
Everett Street?
Everett Street, yeah, it's 1901 Everett Street. So you're welcome. And they have on the website, there's an event calendar, and let's see how current it is. Here it is.
Is that close to my neighborhood?
Well, you know, I'm not sure, but you can, I can give you the address. It's, you can use your iPad to see how close it is to you.
Okay, what's your address to that?
It's 1901 Everett Street Northeast.
1901 Everett Street.
Yeah.
Northeast.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else?
And might I add something to that Model City? They have an excellent program there. I have a lot of friends that go to Bernice and Model City because every center does not have the exact same program. And Model City, they have a dancing program. Harold, if you love to dance, they have a beautiful dancing group, and they dance at events that that could put on. So you're in good hands here. That's a very good program. Very organized too.
Thank you, Juliet.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We have Wayne who's waiting.
Oh yeah, Wayne, tell us what your question is.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what's the main mode of transportation to get to these programs?
Well, I think people take buses or the metro. And virtual programming, you just use your iPad. You don't have to go anywhere. That's the beauty of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions? You can unmute yourself. I've just muted people.
Some of those the guy who just spoke about the transportation, some of those centers have Seabury, some of those services, bus services like that. Those mini bus services will take you to those places too.
Thank you, Donna.
But I mean,
yeah. That's right. Some of them do. So if you give them a call, if you go on the DACL website, you can give those programs a call and see if they're able to do that. Anybody else? Any questions?
We have Brenda who doesn't know how to raise her hand, but go ahead and
I did.
Brenda.
I did.
Okay, hi, yeah.
I think Wayne addressed my question because I live alone and I don't drive. So my concern was getting to some of those programs. I'd like to get out, but
sure.
And I have difficulty walking. My back gives me a fit. So that was my concern, just trying to get there.
Yeah, we'll try the Seabury services and see if they're able to give you a ride. And also have you, people do like some of, sometimes people really enjoy the virtual programming too, but I certainly hear that it's great to be amongst people and eat lunch with people and,
yeah.
But,
there are a number of services other than Seabury. I can't tell you right offhand. I don't know where you get that information, but there are some that are free and everything. So, they'll take you where you have to go. So you just have to look into it.
I know it's Metro Access.
Yeah, Metro Access.
Well, Metro Access is not free, but I mean, there's other places other than Metro Access. Yeah, there's several of them. I just can't name them off right in the hand. Maybe they can tell you where we can go look for those.
Yeah, and people can
there should be a listing.
And carpool together too. That's another way. If you make a friend or know someone else interested in the class, people are often more than happy to accommodate a friend on a ride to one of the locations.
True.
Okay.
Adwa, did you have a question? No. Okay. Anybody else?
May I add something here? Before the pandemic, seniors used to come to the centers using Seabury. Now, I've heard from Seabury that they're no longer picking up seniors from their home. But what they have is they have various cab services. So if you call Seabury and tell them that because what they're doing now is they're giving senior $100 a month, and you use the transportation to go to the doctor, to come to the center, and that $100 they give you on a card. The only thing is you cannot buy food with it. But any mode of transportation you choose, whether you want to go to New York to visit your family, you could use that, because I have one and I don't use it also. So Seabury is not in business anymore. What they do with the buses, I don't know. But I can give you the number for Seabury, and you call them and tell them you'd like transportation to go to whatever center is in your neighborhood, and they let you know if you're qualified to get the $100 debit card.
Okay, sound good.
Excellent, Juliet.
Well, it's not a matter of you call everybody. Everybody
Okay.
qualifies.
No, I don't know.
No.
That's between you and Seabury to call them.
No, okay. Well, I'm just saying everybody.
Okay, this is Rita again. I have the Seabury
Yeah.
card too.
You have one too?
I have one too, and according to your income.
So
Right, that's
this
what I was
is
trying
what
to say.
this is what the card look like.
That's what I
It's
have.
like a regular debit card, and I have used this card and traveled to New York to see my family. The only thing is, do not ever use it to buy food, because they will cut you off permanently. Okay.
Well, listen, it's a transportation card anyway.
Yes, ma'am. You could use it to. I use it to add money to my Smart Trip card, and I use it to take cab. I have it. Let me finish, please. I have this card linked up to my Lyft and my Uber, and I use it accordingly. And I also use it for my Smart Trip card, and I also use it if I want to go see my family in New York.
Only for transportation.
Only transportation.
Right.
And don't ever say, okay, well, I was short and I use it to buy the milk. It will discontinue. So this is a good help, because as I said, I don't know what happened to Seabury, and I don't question it.
Okay,
So,
one thing.
call
I'm sorry.
Seabury. I'm going to give the number. You call Seabury and tell them you want to sign up for the card, and you take it from there.
They'll send you.
Thank you very much.
They will send you an application.
It will come in the mail, or sometimes that you can tell them, you know, I have low vision, for the person with low vision. If somebody could help you with the application, but there's help out there.
Okay.
You know what?
When you call,
Give me the phone number and I'll put it in the chat. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
When you call them, you have to make sure you know what your what your salary is. I mean, your income.
Just call them and let them detect if who's qualified.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
All right. Do you want to give me the phone number?
Yeah.
Or she
One
can put
second.
it in the chat.
No, I'll give it to you. So whoever has it, they can take it, and just give me a second. It's in my phone here. Just bear with me, guys. So you can go ahead and ask a question if somebody else wants to.
Okay.
We have Bernadette waiting. We have Bernadette
Excuse
waiting.
me, Miss Teresa, this to
Yeah,
me.
Lena,
You can do that application online. I did mine online.
Okay.
And it should be in the mailbox. And
Lena,
all they ask you to do is attach
to
copy of your ID.
Well, there's too many people speaking, so I can't hear anybody. So why doesn't, so you can do the application in your mail. I'm going to start muting people, and we'll do the hand, I'll call on people. So,
so can I give it a phone number?
Yeah, give me the phone number. Okay.
Seabury Connect to phone number is 202.
I want to stay muted.
844 3000.
Okay. All right.
20. You got it?
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to.
All right. Thank you.
I think that we should use the raise hand feature that we have.
Yeah. Okay, so Katana, I think you were next.
Yes, I had a further question on the transportation. Did Seabury take the place of Wets, which used to be, they parked the buses on at the nursing home on 18th Street,
You know,
Franklin?
I don't know about that, but I'm going to,
So-
oh, the other thing that you can do, I'm muting you. The other thing you can do is you ask at the Iona helpline, which is, I will show you that right now. If you have, and this is a great service if you have other questions too, it's iona.org services, and then you can find the helpline, and you can either email or you can also call this phone number, and they are a great resource for a lot of different issues. So I will put that in the chat also.
So I will look that up. I know how to find that. My other question was from the lady Juliet. Is that Seabury card the same card that the taxi cab company came on here and taught us about? The $100 card that you had to pay $50 for? Based on your income?
That's based on income. Because if you have to pay $50, I don't pay anything for mine.
Okay.
So it's for you to call them and let them tell you, because every person's income is different. So I don't know who's, you understand? So call them and tell them what you want, and they will tell you what you need to do.
So you're saying call Seabury, not the taxi cab place?
Yes, because before you even do that, you need to start an application, and Seabury is the one who does the application. But from that Seabury card, you could take various taxi. You could take regular cab with the same card.
Okay.
You know, you have so many choices. You could just go in the street and hail a cab and pay them with this card. You could link it up to Uber or Zoom and pay them with this card.
Also, when you're out of town as well, right? New York.
Yes, I do that. It's a help.
Okay.
Anywhere in the country, you could. They have Lyft or Uber. You could use that card.
Okay, we're gonna let's get off this.
All right, so
topic.
let's move on. Thank you.
Yeah. Johnny, you had a question.
Johnny on mute. Okay, we'll go. Denise, you have a question.
Yes.
Go ahead, Denise.
Yes, I was just wanted to say that I have this card coming in the mail, and I did mine online, and my phone number I had, because online it gives you this number, 202-420-7534. That's the number that's online. If you go down the bottom of your iPad, you see DACL, DACL. You push that and then push, once it come up, it say Department of Aging. Then you push transportation. Then when transportation, you push that, then you look down the line, you'll see connector card. You push that, and then you'll see, it say power or something. You put in your email address and something else, and then it'll carry you straight to the application.
Okay,
and after you fill the application out, it'll say attach your ID. Not a proof of your income, just your ID. You take a picture of that and then you submit it. And it'll show you the categories of how much it is, what you have to pay, what's your earnings, what you have to pay. So when I done mine, like the lady said, I don't have to pay anything.
Okay, Denise,
So-
thank you. Would like to move on.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead, Lena.
Great. Grace, did you have a question? No. Okay. All right. Did anybody else have a question? I'm going to mute people who are still unmuted just so that we don't get too much cross conversation. Oh, Bernadette, you had a question.
Yeah, Lena, when you join the Around Town DC, can you participate in any of the virtual programs that you have out here?
Yes, any of the programs.
Okay.
Yes, we'd
And
love to have you.
will that get you into the brick and mortar if you want to visit one in Ward 2 or 3?
Sure. Yeah, you just, we prefer that you register before you come, but.
Yeah, that's what I mean, after you register.
Absolutely.
You have a card, or ID card, anything?
Well, we are checking in the in-person sites. We are checking vaccination cards because we want to make sure people are safe, you know. So if we do check that, but other than that, we're delighted to have you. Any DC resident over 60.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Great. Anybody else have, Denise? Do you want to unmute yourself?
I think Denise is finished. We just need to get her, let's just lower her
Oh,
hand.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll lower her.
Okay, one question then. Do they have GED programs for the seniors or high school diploma for free programs?
There are some programs through the libraries, I think. I don't know them so well, but you might want to call the library, you know, what the library that's closest to you and ask them about that, or look on their websites. And also call the Iona helpline, or you can, I did have, if you put your email in the chat, I can look into that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would look into that for you.
Okay.
You know, you can look up Google GED programs in DC and free. I'm sure there's a number of free ones.
There's also that, and don't forget, Denise, we have UDC that comes on once a month. That's where we would address that for UDC.
Okay.
They come on the third Thursday of every month. Okay, so keep that in mind.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Denise.
Okay,
and anybody else have?
I think that's it. You can move on now, Lena.
Okay, thank you so much, Teresa. I really enjoyed it. I look forward to, so the next one will be the first week in August?
Yep.
August 2nd or August 9th?
Let me look at, you mean when you come back on again? Let's see.
Why don't you just?
I have to look at my calendar. Yeah, we'll follow up on that.
Yeah, send us a schedule and we'll be there. And it was so nice meeting you all, and I hope to see you at some of our programs. And feel free to email me with any questions or give us a call. And I know Teresa's going to send you our information, so we'd love to have you join us. So
why don't we all say thank you to Lena?
Okay.
Thank you, Selena.
Thank you, Lena.
Thank you, Selena.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Very
Selena.
nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Selena.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I can do
that.
Thank you, Selena.
All right, nice to meet
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Bye, Lena. You can feel
Bye-bye.
free
Thank
to
you,
leave.
Lena.
Okay.
Have a great day.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I'm here to address any questions. So please do not, please mute your mic if you're not asking a question. Because it really gets difficult when you've got people talking over, or they have the TV going in the background. You just can't hear the person who's asking the question. So do you have any questions or concerns at this point? And you feel free to raise your hand and I can do it sequentially. No, everybody is basically, no question. Okay, I see Rita, you still don't know, you're free, you're new, right, Rita? Unmute me, Rita. Unmute. You're still muted. You're still.
I got you. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. You have a question?
Yes. How many days a week do we have to take this class?
Okay, so the mandatory days, okay, first beginning, there's 6 required ones. And that's usually held on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, these are optional. You can pop in, pop out on Tuesdays because they're more about resources. But Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when we, when I teach the actual technical aspects of the iPad and how to use it.
Okay, is that for 1 hour?
Well, it goes way over past 1 hour, but the goal is by 2:15 we're finished, and then that's the goal. But we don't always finish at 2:15.
Okay, is there any other earlier classes than 1 o'clock?
No, it's just one. I've been doing it for a year. When we first began, we tried to get, and we found that it's for seniors, for the sake of seniors, being consistent is what really is effective. And so that's what is always worked at 1. So everybody knows that 1. Now you don't have to, if you miss Monday's class, it doesn't mean, you know, you can attend next Monday's class and so forth.
How many classes?
There's 6 modules, but if you miss module 2, you can always say, when it's repeated bi-weekly, you can get it on the second time around. Make sense?
No, I'm trying to put it together in my head right now.
So let's say, for example, I taught module 1 last Friday. So we didn't have class yesterday because of the holiday.
Oh,
But Wednesday, I'll teach module 2. And then Friday, I'll teach module 3. Please mute yourself. And so with that, I go sequentially from 1 to 6. After I'm finished with the 6th module, I repeat it again.
Okay, I'm still trying to get grasp of that in, but I'll just go ahead and do the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays at 1 o'clock.
Whatever works best for you. But Tuesday will not be, Tuesday is not mandatory. You will not get credit for Tuesday.
Well, what days do you get credit for?
You get
Monday,
credit for Monday,
Wednesday,
Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Oh, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I didn't really have to tune in today because there's
Well,
no
you
credit.
learned something new.
Well, you know what? I'm with UDC Companionship Program, and I've been with them 13 years, and we have just about the same government speakers that y'all have. So I'm just hoping I learned something new.
Mm-hmm.
And
Welcome on board.
I will talk to, thank you. And I will see you Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yes, ma'am. And then after that, Friday at 1 o'clock.
There you go. And everybody welcome Rita for the first, if this is her first day, welcome her on board.
Yeah, thank you. Thank everybody. Everybody's muted.
Yes, welcome, Rita. Welcome, Rita.
But it's nice to have you on board, Rita. I love your sense of humor. It's fun.
I know it, but you know, you have to get through that day with a smile and a little laughter.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anybody else? I see Jennifer. Your hand is up, Jennifer. What's up?
Yes, I'm late today. I'm not feeling well at all. I'm struggling, but I thought I would just come in and say
hello.
You know.
Yes, ma'am.
I had a bad night.
You know what you said. I didn't have to come in. You know,
Miss
Miss
Let me try to mute her.
You know and I know. We go.
But I love the
Sorry
class.
about that. Okay.
I love to see the faces of the people and so on.
Okay. Well,
it
thank
gives
you.
me something to hold on to.
So everybody say hi to Jennifer. She's not feeling well today.
Hi, Jen.
Hello, Jennifer.
Blessings, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Thank you.
Prayers for you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
One day when she's feeling well, she'll sing for us and play the piano, she says.
Good.
Yes, I will.
Hi, Jennifer. That will work.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Oh, and Teresa.
Yes.
I got all the modules. I looked at all of them, and I'm okay.
Okay, I got you then. I got you.
All right.
You're welcome, Jennifer. Okay. Hi, Johnny.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Hi, Johnny. Johnny, your hand is up. Please unmute.
Yes, hi.
Hello.
I'm on mute. Oh.
No, I can hear you now. I can hear you, Johnny. Hello. Go ahead and unmute, Johnny. And Denise, can you give me a call? Do you know how to read the chat? Because I need to speak with you, Denise Webb. Denise Webb.
I do.
Yeah. I mean, you can give me a call. I'll give you my number. You have a pen to write it down?
Mm-hmm.
202
Mm-hmm.
209
209
6496. Because for some reason, we're not showing your credit on the register, and I need to know what classes you've been attending. So we
Okay.
need to chat about that. So it's 202-209-6496. Okay?
202-649.
6496.
Okay, 6496.
So give me a call after class. Hi,
Okay.
Johnny. Hi, Johnny. You're now muted. Go ahead and speak.
Yes, I believe my question was answered. I will not get credit for today.
Yeah. Yeah, today's an optional day. We make the technical classes mandatory because DACO, who funds the program, wants to make sure that everybody that receives an iPad knows how to use that device.
Okay.
That's the whole idea. So they're
All right.
making mandatory all the technical classes. Once
Okay.
you've taken 6 of them, they're confident enough
1, 2, 3.
that you can do something with it.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you
so
so
that's
much.
the whole idea of the mandatory. Because, you know, when the program started over a year ago, I would call seniors up who haven't showed up for classes. And I said, wait a minute, I haven't seen you. Well, I don't know how to use the iPad. But where's the iPad? The iPad is in the box. DACO wasn't happy. They were not happy because they wanted to fund the next year. And if we had seniors still having the iPad in boxes, they don't feel that they can justify the funding.
Right.
Got you. Got you.
So to keep the funding rolling, like we got another 1,000 iPads this year, is that I had to then go after those that have their iPads in the boxes and make classes mandatory.
Got you.
Teresa, this is Georgia. I have learned a lot and I'm still learning. I'm gonna be on every time that I can.
Well, thank you,
But
Georgia.
I still want
You
to
always do.
know what's happening and I'm gonna try to do the best I can.
Right. There's so much more to learn. I mean, I am still learning and I've been in technology for years. I'm still learning.
Okay.
So keep coming. All right, we have Grace with her hand up. Hi, Grace. On mute. On mute.
Okay.
You're still muted, Grace. You need to tap the microphone icon on your control bar. Tap it. No, we're not hearing you. We are not hearing you. We're not. Okay.
Nah. Okay,
Now we
that's
can. Now we can.
That's my problem. I was on at quarter up. I came on at quarter up. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I couldn't hear nothing. I actually, and then my thing is, I'll call to the desk center, the help desk center, because I need to know how to. I was trying to chat with you to ask you when you had time, would you call me? So, I know you do these course desks. I mean, I know you do these classes every bi-weekly. So the ones that we miss. So I go to this little research class, something to get me out the house since I've been sick. So now that in my heart, I go and, you know, my heart, and I do these little research classes. So I be asking them if they didn't mind, I do the class there, but I don't think they like that too well. So I thought them days that I did Tuesday. So I'm right back. So I think I just got about 3 days in so far, and I've been coming for like 3 weeks. But I'll do better with the days. But I need some help with doing the chat with you.
Okay,
because
so
I need.
What I would recommend then, tomorrow I am doing chat and emails tomorrow. So be present for that.
All right, I'll be here. I'll be there. Okay, so I'll go from there. So Wednesday and Friday.
Yep.
I'll pick up on some classes because I know you repeat the classes.
Yes,
so
I do.
Yeah, so I'll go from there tomorrow. That's fine.
Okay, Grace. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, my dear. All right. Okay, Sandra, what can I do for you? Sandra,
I just want to let you know. Oh, who?
What happened, Sandra? We're not hearing. Where are you?
Which one you call?
Child, these people, it's something for senior citizens.
She needs to have an aide. That's why I was telling Joe, because they ask too many questions. She just one person. It takes.
Okay, so
Are
can
you
we,
talking to me,
Sandra,
Teresa?
go ahead. No, I've just muted that person. Sandra, go ahead and answer your question.
Yeah,
Ask the question.
I don't have a question. I just have a statement. I finally learned how to get a Zoom account, and I found out why I was getting a foreign language in my emails and stuff.
And how did that happen, Sandra?
The other person had a foreign language on theirs.
Okay, good for you. And did you get any help from the help desk?
Yes.
There you go. Tell them that's where you got help from the help desk.
Help desk, help me.
That's what the help desk is for. We have a 800 number where you can call.
Took them 2 minutes to show me how to get a Zoom account.
So that's what the help desk is about. So call the help desk. It's 800-6868 with an area code of 202.
Yeah.
They'll help you. They will help you.
Right. Thank you, Sandra, for bringing that to our attention. Queen Harris, your hand is up. Go ahead. Unmute. Unmute, Queen.
I'm getting ready to call in to get a job. I
Queen,
need a job.
Yes,
can you unmute, please?
I just did. Good afternoon.
Go ahead, Queen. Good afternoon, Queen.
I have a question. If my neighbor come over, can my neighbor come over and help me out? Because I'm a little behind and I can't really understand some of that stuff. And she's supposed to come over here one day this week. I don't know whether it's Wednesday or Friday. Is that okay?
Oh, that is more than welcome. Any aid that you can get, we're all for it. Anything to get you going with this iPad so you can then fall in love with it and use it.
Because I'm really having a bad time. Okay, Teresa.
That's okay. You have your neighbor come over and we'll be more than happy. Have them sit in the class, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Queen. All right, the next person we have is Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Haven't seen you in a while.
Hi, hello. Miss Green and I come on to say hi to our wonderful teacher. Thank you, Teresa James.
Thank you, Cheryl. Nice to see your face again. Next we have is Edward. Edward is one of the old timers. He is really an excellent, I don't know, he plays two roles. He's a student as far as when he comes into class, but then he comes in to help me. So thank you for always being there, Edward.
Thank you. And once again, I would like to express mainly Rita. I'd like to learn more about her group that she says she's a part of, but also to inform everyone once again, when you attend these sessions, you may learn something and it may benefit you or it may benefit someone else. And by you having that knowledge, you can share it. So hang in there, join the class. If it's not something you're interested in, then go ahead and log off and I'll see you the next class. Thank you for your time.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Edward.
Very kind words. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we have any hands up? Any more hands that we need to address? Harold, yes. Go ahead, Harold.
Yes, I wanted to know how many sessions did I miss? Or how many sessions have I been in?
I don't know how many you miss, Harold. But what I could say, this is about the second time that I've seen you, or third. So you still have another 3, because you remember you were not coming on with your name. You were coming on as iPad.
Oh.
And so Zoom does not know who you are. So you weren't getting credit.
Okay.
So your name, and I say this in every session, if you are showing as iPad, you will not be getting credit. But you can wave your hand, shake your hand, do whatever it is to get my attention, and I will show you how to change your name.
Okay.
Okay? So
yes.
You are responsible for your name to be on the screen.
Oh, okay.
I understand. Why these computers have us do all these phenomenal things, they are not as bright as we are. Right? They are not. We still have to control them. We still have to tell them that your name is Harold.
Okay, so you're saying you only seen my name a couple of times.
I've only said, yep. And it's only because you brought it to my attention last week, I realized that you were coming on as iPad. And today you did the same. You came on as iPad.
Oh.
And I remembered your name. That's why I changed it. But I can't remember it every time because I have many of you that I address. So that, you know, for example, my last group that I had was close to 500. This group is going to be close to 1,000. So I can't keep up with names.
So do you, when you see my picture, do you see my picture, but you still say iPad?
Well, now it doesn't because I changed it. I personally changed it.
Oh, you changed it. Why do I change it?
Well, I tried to show you how to, but you were telling me you couldn't find the control bar.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do. Tell me to reach the bar.
Right. So that you are responsible for changing your name.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. What is your first name, Harold? Miss Harold?
Gertrude.
Gertrude Harold. Okay,
Yes.
well, thank you for bringing that to my attention, Gertrude. But keep coming anyway.
All
Keep
right.
coming. All
Okay,
right. I see Queen, your hand is back up again. You have another question? Unmute.
Yes, I do. My question is, when I, what is it? If I do not want to visit that page, it said visit the page, and then I hit, what is it, redirect?
Yeah, so if you put in an email, if you put in a URL, an address, a website, and it said it's redirecting you, and you don't feel that it's really taken where you need to look, you need to read it. It calls for reading at that point to make sure you are not being led to a hacker's website.
Oh, okay. All right, then. Thank you.
It's your responsibility to read up now and read the fine print. Where am I being redirected? And what is it that I entered that I'm being redirected?
Oh, I don't.
A hacker will redirect you. For example, let's say you think that you're typing in your bank's address because you want to do online banking and you're being redirected. You better know right there and then the bank is not going to do that to you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you have to keep attending classes, because the more you attend, the more you become sharp as to what is right, what is wrong, what is a hacker, what is malware, all these things you become knowledgeable about.
Yeah, because before I don't think my name was on there.
Well, it's there now. So
I think I put it on there, but then you said hit participant and then your name show up. Is that what you saying?
I said go to participant list, and if your name is showing up as iPad, tap an iPad and change your name.
Okay, because my name is showing up there before it wasn't.
Yes, it is showing.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so we've come to the end of today's session. It was really a great opportunity to have you on board to learn about the various activities that are here available for you in the District of Columbia. If any of you need any contact, any information, for example, Seabury's number, whatever it is that was put in the chat and you weren't able to retrieve it, please send me an email and I will assist you in getting that information to you, okay? Right, so I am available by email to answer questions as well.
Teresa.
Yes, Juliet?
To get some clarification, could you please call Seabury and ask them if they could come in line and do a talk with the seniors here?
I could,
so
but
we're straight on.
It'll be August, right? By the end of August, because every day is booked. But I will take your advice.
No, all right. Just to clarify, you identify yourself and just to clarify exactly what number would work for the seniors.
So this is about transportation, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, let me see what I could find.
I'm
sure it's online. Like Denise Jackson says, it is online.
Because, with Seabury, you have to call every month and for them to have that $100. And the number I gave you is the number that I've been calling for the past 3 years.
Oh.
So I give you what I know works.
Okay.
And that other person, I don't know. So, and Teresa, when you call, you could ask for Mr. Strayer, Strawer.
And Miss Strayer, STWYER.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it because let me finish, please. You know, because when I make a suggestion, then there's a person who is like, dismiss what Juliet said. This is it. So I have been a part of CBER program for 3 years. And as I said, that's the number I call every month.
Okay.
In order to keep on CBER, you must call every month for them to have that money. And I said, why do you do that? He want to make sure that we're alive, right? So you have to call in every month. So I am, as I said, I've been on this program for 3 years, and this person is just coming in. And in other words, what she said, disregard that number that Juliet gave you. My number here is the best number. So what I'm asking Ms. Teresa to just clarify that number.
I
That's all
sure
I have
will.
to say. And I
will.
don't think I want to share anything else, because when I come with you with information, it's information that I know works. I would never share something with somebody that I know does not work, or it's not the proper way. So
and to add to that, you do it for the sake of others. That's
exactly.
why
I didn't have to even tell you all that.
Right.
So, and if you join a center, you can go to the director and tell her you want to be a part of the CBAR program, and they have their people that come there and pick up the paperwork. So that's another way you can go to.
Now, at the center I went, they actually had a presenter to come in and talk about it. And
Yeah,
at your center, you can
exactly.
have them do that. Yeah.
Because
And-
not
and-
every
and-
senior is tech savvy to do the application online.
Yeah. And Julia is right. Julia is right. That is the right number, because I can call it myself.
Do you call in and have your money
Yes,
added
I
on
have to
every-
go whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
whatever month.
So
Yeah, she's
whatever
right.
information I come and share with the public, whether it's personal or general information, is information that I've used for myself and I know it worked, and there's a contact there, and that's what I share. But don't dismiss what I said and say, oh, I just did my application. You just did it. I've been in this program before the pandemic, and I know it works. It's a good program, and every
Yeah, me
month
too.
I thank them and I appreciate it, because not everybody give you $100.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Juliet. I'm going to go with Barbara. Barbara hasn't had an opportunity. Barbara Parrish, that is. I see her hand is up. Go ahead, Barbara. Unmute.
I gotta try to get back in. You can hear me?
I sure can, Barbara.
Okay,
Yes.
what you're saying is correct. I've been with it, I think, almost 1 or 5 years now with that program, Seabury. And I pay $24 and get $100. Like she said, go by your income. So everything she was saying is true.
Thank
Okay.
you, Barbara. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
And
Okay.
also, like, well, she was saying like you have to call every month. I don't call every month because I don't use my whole 100. Once I use it, then I can call them. But other than that, the money just stays on there. Like, I haven't used mine I say about 6-7 months. It's still there.
Use it,
No,
Barbara.
so
Because
yeah,
if you
so
don't
what
use
you
it, we
talking
will
about is
lose it.
true. No, I don't lose mine. I pay 24 to get 100. See, they go by
Okay.
your income. See, you get the whole 100. I have to pay.
I
You know,
know.
they go
I
by
use
your
mine
income.
often.
Right, but I'm
No,
trying to say what you're
Julia,
saying is true.
Juliet was right. You can
You're
lose it.
right,
They were
because
Juliet was right. There was a company they were dealing with who, if you didn't use it over a certain period of time, they would deduct $4.
right,
from
that's
it.
for the people that's getting it free. See, I pay 24 to get 100. So
They
mine
don't
is a
care.
little
They don't
different.
care whether you pay or not. I do too. I pay
No,
more than
my
that.
money is still on there. I check it every
Yeah, now
month. I don't use
that's because
mine.
they changed companies. So they
Right, but I remember I had the gold and yellow card at first, and they gave us the global one second, the one she got. That's the one I have.
Yeah, the black one. That's the one I have too.
Yeah, but I had that yellow and burgundy one at first. That's why I said I've been
Okay,
with
and
them over 5
your money is
years.
still the same, and it's still the same, right?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
$24 and I get 100. But he told me don't put 100 on there every month because I don't use mine like y'all do. You know, sometimes I ride with Metro SS, sometimes I don't. And I'll ride with Yellow Cab with that. But I like some of the
Okay.
information she shared, like she went out of town, she used it with Uber and everything else. So that was some good information she gave on that.
Yeah, mine's
Thank
connected
you.
with Lyft.
Thank you
Mine's
for that.
connected with Lyft.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
very
thank
much. I've got
y'all.
some hands. I've got to address.
Okay,
Jennifer,
thank
go
you.
ahead. I see your hand is up, Jennifer. Go ahead, Jennifer.
What's the number that for Seabury? I have 202-529-8701. Is that the number? No.
We have a different number. We have 202-844-3000.
The number I have been using for years is 202-529-8701.
So
And
they probably have different
and
number.
they call me every so often to find out if I'm alive too. I receive mom's meals through them. And I just received today my mom's meals. So I don't know what.
No,
to
keep
do
your
with.
number because they even have an 800 number also. So you keep your number if that's the number that works for you.
Well, it appears to me as if Jennifer's is for more than just transportation, because she said monthly.
Right.
Whereas
Mine
yours
more
is
than
strictly
transportation.
transportation. So it's for different
Yes.
resource.
Yeah.
different
No, I
numbers,
get
different
mom's
resource.
mail too. I get
Right.
mom's mail, Miss Paris.
Right.
And mine came last week. So mom's mail, mine is through Department of Agent, so it's different.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's different.
It's all different. So
Yeah, Teresa, they also have a 888 number, which I never use. I speak directly to Mr. Stevens Esther, Stayter. So that's who I call to add money to my account every month.
Well, thank you again. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wrap it up then. For today,
Teresa,
the clock is
can
ticking.
I
It's
ask
now
a question,
2:20.
please?
Go ahead, Jennifer. Go ahead.
Can you send me all those numbers that they're talking about?
I
Because
can
I'm
send
trying
you
to
the
get.
one that I have that's shown here in the chat. That's the only one that there's another one, transportation number. Okay, I'll do that, Jennifer. I'll do that. I'll send you both.
Okay.
But I don't know
Thank you.
which is which, but I'll just send them to you.
All right.
So let me write that down and send that to you as well, okay? All right, my dear. And this one
Thank
is
you,
also,
Teresa.
I will send you that by email.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm doing that. Okay, so I want to say goodbye for now because I've got a 3 o'clock and I need to prepare for that. And
Bye-bye.
Bye, Teresa.
And Denise, I'm waiting on your call, Denise.
Okay, I will.
All right.
Y'all
Thank
have a
you.
Bye.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Okay.
You all do the
Bye.
same. Be safe now.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
All right.
Thank you, Teresa.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you.
Oh, hi, Deborah. Good to see you too.
All righty. Bye-bye.
See you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow, Teresa.
Huh? Okay,
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.